Hi, I'm Kylie Cloud, and thank you, I'm into fashion. The Candy Crush Joey J has left the building, and it's time to get back into the drama. So we all sit down on the couch, and we have an untucked recap, showing all the best parts of the fight that happened last week. We come back into real time to dead silence. Tamisha really has her moment right now. Every single chance she gets, she says, I said what I said. 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 I said what I... So RuPaul comes on the television. Every single word in this message is a disco reference. Every single line is a disco song. This entire episode is disco themed. The mini challenge, however, is not disco themed. The mini challenge is to make dresses out of wallpaper, provided by a sponsor. So they all split into teams to do this mini challenge. The same teams that are in the mini challenge are gonna be for the maxi challenge as well. So I'm gonna do a lightning runway of these looks. Got Candy and Tina have a sushi dress. I think this is gorgeous. It's styled beautifully. I love the shredded fringe on the bottom. It's a great look. Rose and Denali get buttons. This is a very cute dress. I would wear this. And I think the buttons over the eyes are a nice touch that she has to lift up. Tamisha and Elliot have a pink leopard dress. I don't like this at all. I don't like the shape of it, and I don't like how Elliot looks. I don't like the makeup, and I don't like the hair with this. I need to make a request to the general public. We need to stop referencing Carole Baskins and the Tiger King. The problem with referencing the Tiger King and Carole Baskins is that in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, no one will have any idea what you are talking about. Tiger King was big for a month in one summer because people were bored. That show would not have been as big as it was unless everyone was in quarantine bored. When people watch this show in 10 years, people are gonna be like, who is Carole Baskins? Same with Megan Thee Stallion. Stop referencing this woman. Olivia and Utica have a floral garment. This gives me very Bjork vibes, very Katya vibes. Maybe because they're all the same person. I love the garment, I love the styling, I love this blunt bang that covers the eyes. Utica makes it into a performance, and no one really knows what to think about this. Lala, Rhea, and Simone are doing a pizza outfit. It's cute, it's fine, it's safe. So Elliot and Tamisha win. Not who I would have chosen. We could have literally chosen anyone else maybe. The reason that Elliot and Tamisha won is to push a storyline. This is the beginning of Elliot's storyline of, oh, everyone is against me and everyone hates me and everyone is out to get me, which is untrue. Sure, no one might like you, but we don't hate you. Tamisha's storyline is that she's going home this week. This week's Maxi Challenge is a disco documentary. Not exactly a rusical, but they're on stage dancing. A doc-rusical-mentary, a dance-umentary, disco-mentary, a Rudiscrumentarysical. It's a rusimentary. So today, RuPaul does not just walk around the workroom. His mission today is to show all of these girls in the room and everyone at home just how much he knows about disco. You don't know anything about disco? Ha! Stupid. What are your favorite disco songs? You know, I was alive during disco. I was there when disco happened and you were not. At times, RuPaul talks about disco so much that it becomes awkward and embarrassing. It's really just how many facts does he know about disco and can tell us. So Tamisha reveals in rehearsals that she has been performing with an ostomy bag. At the time, I had no idea what an ostomy bag was, so I looked it up. It is a bag that is surgically connected to an intestine to collect waste so that it doesn't go through the colon. So this is all connected to her cancer journey, and this is just a part of it, which means that she has a bag to collect waste on her stomach while she is cavorting about the stage. Denali is letting everyone know in rehearsal that she knows how to dance. So do you want that to fan or do you want that to break? At least Denali has some skills behind it. She's absolutely perfect in rehearsal. Candy, Tina, and Gottmik coined the phrase mean girls. They form a clique officially. This reminds us of all of the old cliques in Drag Race. All of the iconic cliques such as Rudiscrumentarysical, the Art Girls of Season 8, and the Heathers of Season 3. So on the runway, RuPaul is in a very sparkly gown. Michelle is in red, Carson is in pink. And of course, we know Lonnie Love from episode 4. So basically, this discomentary is not a rusical. It is a chance for RuPaul, who is an old person, to tell all of the idiot children of the world how much he knows about disco and how much he can recite on the topic. So basically what this is RuPaul getting these long chunks of voiceover work telling us about the history of disco, and sprinkled in between them are little dance numbers by the queens on stage. The problem is these performances feel like a side presentation to what RuPaul is presenting. This whole episode just feels like a gateway for RuPaul to talk. I mean, the dances on stage are shorter than the voiceover work. The huge majority chunk of this challenge is just RuPaul talking. So Gottmik, Tina, and Candy are up first. I think that they are dressed best to worst, right to left. So this started and I said, oh wow, all of them are doing very badly. All of them are consistently missing steps. None of them are really in sync with each other. I said, oh wow, all of them are gonna be in the bottom. Overall, it just could have used a lot more rehearsal. Elliott and Tamisha both look very uncomfortable in what they're wearing. Elliott was in the top, but Elliott also did average at best. Neither of them really looked like they were having fun at all. Sure, Elliott has the technical steps, but neither of them did that well. There was no passion. The only reason that Tamisha went home was because they made a point to show Tamisha doing badly. Olivia's hair is the shining moment in this episode. Utica looks like a Victorian crazy cat lady wearing a sequin jumpsuit. It doesn't really fit disco. I mean, there's like ruffles and stuff. I didn't like it. Their outfits really didn't match at all. It looked like they were going to different parties. Just very incohesive. So Olivia has a lot of energy. She looks like she's having fun. Utica struggles to keep up. By the 5th voiceover segment, it's like, why are we even here? Just give RuPaul a documentary on disco so we don't have to have this challenge. We don't need the girls here. These girls dancing, this is all filler. Denali and Rosé both look very good. Their dances, perfect. Both of them win the challenge for me, and it was absolutely shocking that neither of them were in the top. Lala and Simone both look very good. Incohesive outfits. Again, they don't look like they're going to the same party. Their dance was very clean, and it may make sense that they were safe. At the end, they all have one of these We Are Family Soul Train moments. This was awful. This was absolutely dreadful. It really needed to be choreographed more. It was so messy and disorganized. It was just really awful and uncomfortable to watch. I mean, overall, with the main challenge and the runway, this entire episode just feels like a filler episode. Speaking of the runway this week is Little Black Dress. Now, when I heard this, I was like, oh, okay, so we're gonna be wearing like little like party dresses and whatever, but we're really gonna like spice them up, right? Wrong. Everyone literally wore a little black dress. This was such a boring runway. I'm only gonna talk about the interesting looks. So the queens who wore a very boring, very plain black dress with really no fun to it are Tina, Elliott, Tamisha, Olivia, Denali, Rosé, and Lala. So let's start by talking about Candy Muse. This is a very interesting conceptual look. I can't tell if this is paper or if it's a fabric of some sort. The design on it is very modern. The shape is very chic. I don't think I like this boot with it, but it's passable. I think this wet hair is a very good look for Candy. The makeup is sharp. Everyone said that this was all very messy on the chin and on the head, but I think it goes very cohesively with the outfit. I don't think it was distracting. So Gottmik has some nerve for wearing this outfit. Gottmik is completely nude, except for a very tiny doll-sized dress covering the crotch area. There's a very large bow in the back, and her nipple areas are completely sequined. I think this makeup almost feels too sharp in a way. I think it's supposed to be very conceptual, but I feel like the cut in it could have been a bit blended out. I think this is a very interesting, stunning look. It reminds me of when Valentina wore the 2 black pieces for the Madonna look. You know, thin girls can be nude on the runway, and that's fine. Stop relying on that body yaddy yaddy. So Utica is dressed as her earrings. The judges absolutely did not get this, but I think it looks very interesting. Of course, the earrings are 2 inches tall on her ears. Of course, no one got the concept. But just conceptually, she looks very good. She's basically painted her entire face and body all gold, and she is wearing a black dress over it. She has a very nice purse. She has a hat with a metal piece coming out of it so that she is the earring. This is not the best Utica look, but it is one of the best runways of this night. So Simone is doing a RuPaul reference because she wants to win the show. This hair is a reference to a RuPaul look from many years ago in the vault. The hair has rings in it, the hair has balls in it, the entire dress is made out of hair. I think it's a very good shape. I think it makes Simone look good. I mean, of course Simone could look beautiful wearing anything. She's a model and she makes clothes look good. So Gottmik, Denali, Rose, Lala, and Simone are safe. Honestly, compared to the people who were in the top, all 5 of them should have been in the top. Tina, Elliott, and Olivia are in the top. All 3 of them could have been replaced by Denali, Rose, and Simone. Candy, Tamisha, and Utica are in the bottom, and I understand that they are dying and just gunning for a Candy and Tamisha lip sync, but I don't think that Utica should have been there. Replace Utica with Tina. Utica could have been safe. So Candy and Tamisha lip sync to the great disco classic, Hit 'Em Up Style by Blue Cantrell. This lip sync is a very low-key lip sync. There's not a lot of kicks, flips, stunts. Candy does a very good performance. She basically builds all of her energy up as the song goes on, and by halfway she has a lot of energy, and then she holds that throughout the entire lip sync. She performs a lot better than she did in the pork chop lip sync. You know, Tamisha keeps up but does not do as well as Candy, and that's evidence about halfway through the lip sync. Candy just has more emotion in the song, and Tamisha, you know, is good for a club. So Candy wins the lip sync and starts crying. I'll miss Tamisha, I'll miss her one-liners, I'll miss some of her confessionals. Although I knew from the beginning that she would be sent home early in the competition. So Tamisha becomes the 3rd queen from the B team to be sent home. No one from the A team has been sent home yet. Perhaps they're gunning for an Elliott to be sent home. So I see what they're doing now. They're giving Denali the Jan edit. They're gonna make her safe week after week after week, no matter how good she does. And then at a certain point, Ru's gonna tell her, you've been safe a lot, why is that? Well, you know, if you're not in the top this week, you're gonna be sent home. And then of course she's not gonna be in the top and she's gonna be sent home. Elliott, on the other hand, is getting the Aiden Zane edit. Nobody likes her, you know, she's not doing very well in the competition. So they're trying to inflict a storyline on her to get us to like her. Oh, I have depression, and that's why I can't really socialize with any of the girls. They're putting this storyline on her so that she can do mediocrely and will win a challenge because she has a storyline. And so we'll feel sad when she goes home. Candy's getting the Miss Vanjie edit. She's mediocre in most of the challenges and some of the runways, but because she's loud and because she's a personality and she creates conflict, she will stay a while. Simone is really about to get the Gigi edit where she does perfectly through the entire competition, and at the very end she's gonna make one tiny little stumble and RuPaul's gonna say, oh, we can't give the crown to her. We're just gonna make up a random reason for her not to win. And in RuPaul's mind, it's gonna make sense. Ugh, reality TV is crazy. I'll see you all next week for a Bossy Rossi reboot, something that we absolutely did not ask for and do not need. I'm Kylie Cloud, and I want Ellie to stop wearing flat wigs.